Thank you so much for attending this virtual overview of the shopping annuity. My name is Heidi Gruss, and I am a Senior Master Coordinator with Market America and Shop.com. And I'm so passionate about this business as I've witnessed firsthand the impact it's had on so many people, families, traditional business owners, and entrepreneurs. So let's start by reviewing the concept of a traditional annuity as a popular investment or retirement strategy. So the benefit here is that by paying into an annuity over time, you can expect to be paid back payments at retirement age in monthly, quarterly, yearly, or even lump sum payments based on the specific arrangements you create. The downfall, though, is that in order to fund an annuity, you need discretionary income to initiate it. Unfortunately, most Americans have little to no discretionary income and therefore cannot participate in an annuity program as part of their retirement package. So a shopping annuity doesn't require discretionary income, though. Instead, what we've created is a platform where the specified fixed sum payment is paid in time and changed shopping habits. So you create your fixed sum payment by redirecting purchases you're already making to support your current household over to our exclusive products and through shop.com to fund your shopping annuity. Here you can see the comparison. The traditional annuity requires an initial investment upfront, right? And the payout happens at an identified point of time in the future. Whereas the shopping annuity uses the dollars you're currently spending and turns those dollars into investment dollars that begin funding your investment that's able to offer you a payment starting today. So the shopping annuity is changing the economy. In fact, in July of 2018, Entrepreneur.com published an article highlighting 4 effective business models that have been built billion-dollar companies, and the shopping annuity was number 3. In the article, they wrote, "The shopping annuity is a not-so-talked-about business model, but one that's presently gaining some ground. The idea behind this model is simply to enable customers to earn from their own current spending. So consumers actually earn money when they're purchasing everyday items such as paper towels, toilet paper, toothpaste, razors, and so on. It can be a very compelling model that fits well into the e-commerce space as the future of e-commerce." So what a great article. You can find that on entrepreneur.com. But this begins to explain why the shopping annuity is a dependable opportunity. We offer a platform that is geared to the consumer. It works because we have a better way to shop and the technology to track it. So we're not asking you to shop on a site that will cause you to spend more money. Instead, we're providing you with the most cost-effective way to shop with all of the deals and programs of technology and the opportunity to be able to comparison shop across multiple sites and stores so you know you're always getting the best price. So more than that, we offer better products and we offer customer rewards on their purchases without any kind of membership fee. The referral tracking system tracks all of your spending, the spending of all of your preferred customers, and the collective team spending. And those margins are reflected in a social currency that we refer to as BV and IBV. These stand for business volume and internet business volume. You're then paid on that social currency through our management performance compensation plan, which results in a better way to shop and a solid system to track all of those dollars that are spent that end up paying you $187,000 annually per business center that you have in place. So if you want to expound on that 187,000 and make it more, you have the prerogative to do that. So with technology today, we have the power to leverage our collective buying power. We don't need to solely rely on the consumer-retailer relationship because we can recycle our money into ongoing income by converting the margins earned from shopping through the shop.com website. So due to the massive numbers of entrepreneurs and customers currently shopping through shop.com, we've already created the power to force prices down. And as a result, we can also increase the margins that we get from those sales. That allows us to increase BV and IBV, which increases your residual income and lessens the time it takes to achieve it. So we know that everybody spends money to live. The statement here is you can either find a way to make the money work for you, or you can just continue to do what you're currently doing and everything stays the same. Here are some statistical evidence that you might want to consider. Our U.S. Bureau of Labor tells us that the average family in the United States is earning just under $64,000 annually before taxes, okay? And that average family is about 2.5 people. You can see all the specs there. And after taxes, that income comes down to just over $56,000. Well, we also see here that many people who are earning this income are also spending most of their income, with the total expenditures at about $51,000. So what's left at the end of the year? About $5,000. And that's if you're not one of those households that spends beyond their means, which we know, given the debt crisis in our country, that is also a common experience. So let's look at where you're spending your money. So we analyzed people's spending habits and found on average, people spend the majority of their money on food and on things to support their general household. Then I'm sure you're not surprised by some of these other categories. We see personal care items and transportation, healthcare costs, and clothing. Of course, we can't walk out of the house without anything on. And just these categories alone total about $19,000 of spending, which is the amount that we find most households can instantly redirect and begin to create an investment on through their shopping annuity. So all of these little pockets of spending quickly add up and begin the funding process. So you just have to be aware of where your money is going first and then make a conscious decision to transfer it. You now have the opportunity to take all of this money that you're spending anyway and turn it into a residual income for yourself and your family. So put that money to work for you. We can agree on one thing. I mean, you're spending the money on all of these items anyway, regardless of whether or not you build the shopping annuity. So on top of the categories we itemized out for you, we also know that holidays are a big source of expense. So from entertaining to decorating for the holidays, and then of course gift giving, the money quickly adds up. And here in the United States, it's documented how Americans spend more money between September with the start of school through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and all the way through the winter gift-giving holidays and New Year's than they do the rest of the year. So it just makes complete financial sense that if you're spending the money anyway, why not channel it through a vehicle where you're generating an additional stream of income? Now that you understand why you need a shopping annuity, let's look at how we would actually begin funding one. So it really can't get any simpler than this. 4 easy steps that we just repeat over and over again. And the first one is where we complete the shopping assessment. This is our own online tool that we developed and you can access through your computer or mobile device. And here you plug in specific variables that the system prompts you throughout the assessment. So the first category we look at is time. So if you think about your week, I'm sure there are about 80% of your errands that you repeat on a weekly frequency. So think about like grocery shopping and filling up your gas tank, maybe running those, little errands after work, running to Target or Walmart, or picking up the takeout, for dinner on your way home. And then we look at household size. So for every household, this is different because it depends on, how many members you have. Do you have children? Maybe you have pets, maybe you don't, maybe you've got 4 vehicles, or maybe you've just got 1, right? So we want to make this specific to you. And then we assess the products that you're using on a regular basis. And we look at what can be replaced with one of our exclusive brands. So why do we do this? Well, because here we're able to get the highest quality products at a wholesale cost with the highest commissionable value to fund your annuity. So the idea is, for every return that we get on every dollar that we spend, we want to make sure it's the greatest margin. So finally, we look at your spending habits on other regular consumables from well-known franchise stores, basically everything else that you're spending money on that we don't broker. So think about, any travel arrangements that you might be making, or electronics that you need, or entertainment that you spend money on. You're doing those through, popular, well-known franchise stores that have partnered with shop.com for a more cost-effective way for them to generate business. The shopping assessment will also trigger you to think about specific events or seasonal events that take place throughout the calendar year. So in the summer months, for instance, the shopping assessment will have you think about maintaining your swimming pool. Whereas in the fall, you might be inputting expenses related to lawn care and leaf removal. So the same is true with holidays and celebrations that are scattered throughout the calendar year. The shopping assessment will make sure that you remember all of them. And then in the end, you're going to receive a final report with an income projection as well, based on all of your specific input. We're also going to highlight any product recommendations and also partner store recommendations. And believe me, with over 7,000 stores and sites having partnered with us, you're going to need the assessment to kind of draw your attention to a few that you might not even have known existed otherwise. Now, step 2 is where we show you how to change your spending habits. So we're going to start with our exclusive brands, where you will see a better quality, better value, and higher commissions. Now, for example, you'll see in these 4 common categories of products represented here, skincare is a big one. So during the assessment, as it identifies that you use a cleanser and a moisturizer, it's also going to match you with one of our exclusive brands of skincare, which yields you a higher return on your purchase. So within our 4 lines of skincare, we know that you will appreciate the quality, but more importantly, you're going to find that the price point is cheaper than the brand you're currently using. The diversity in our products also allows us to partner with professionals who may work in these specific industries. So for example, with skincare, you may know an esthetician or cosmetologist, or a salon owner for that matter. And now you realize you have an opportunity to develop an ongoing business relationship with them. And otherwise, you may not have had an interest in growing that industry at all in your business. Yet you're able to see the growth within your own shopping annuity based off of your partnership with that professional. The same is true within health and wellness, for instance. How many of you are currently taking some type of vitamin or supplement to assist with a healthcare concern? Most people are. So now we can introduce you to our patented delivery system of our isotonic supplements, where we remove all of the binders and fillers, as well as the chemicals and dyes, so that the actual supplement is rapidly absorbed through the small intestine, allowing the body to fully utilize it. Our delivery system, as well as our clinical research and formulations, are what also attracts weight loss coaches and trainers, licensed health and medical professionals to our business, because we can offer them customized wellness programming within their practices so that their patients are receiving quality preventative care and improved patient outcomes. Anybody here do laundry? For us, it's only about 2 to 3 loads a day. But here's another example of how a highly consumable product like laundry detergent can also feed your shopping annuity. So our detergents are phosphate and sulfate free, perfect for people with sensitive skin. And our liquid detergent breaks down cheaper per load than any other detergent out there at just 17 cents per load. And we do this over and over again within our exclusive brands by, using our toothpaste and deodorant and fabric softener, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, hand soap. I mean, the list just keeps going. Finally, we have other specific industries for people or professionals interested in things like financial management or marketing and entertainment. Or here you see Web Solutions, our web design platform, where we work with small to medium-sized business owners who are in need of a website or online features to better support their business at hand. So with 24-hour support and the opportunity to customize the specific features at a competitive price, our Web Center division remains at the top of their industry. And then everything else you spend money on, we have a way for you to redirect those expenses as well. So for example, my daughters have just returned back to dance lessons this fall. And so we've purchased all of their outfits and shoes from some of our partner sites like All About Dance and Discount Dance Supply. And we're feeding our shopping annuity at the same time. The next few slides move pretty quickly, but they give you a very high-level idea of the diversity of the different sites and stores that have partnered with shop.com. So if anybody just did back to school shopping, you were looking for school supplies and apparel, maybe some new sneakers, maybe you haven't done these things yet and you're waiting for a great opportunity. You can see home improvement and electronics and office supplies, toys, hobbies, even grocery items and other everyday items that you're using with your pets. So why shop on Shop? Well, why wouldn't you when we can offer you the most competitive pricing? You can set price alerts for items. Last holiday season, I actually took the top 10 gift ideas that were reviewed on the Today Show, and I found every single one of them cheaper through our shop.com site. And I've got the YouTube video to prove it. So on average, making these small changes results in significant money back in your pocket. In addition to the money that you're saving by getting everything at a less expensive price, you're also saving on the cost of the wear and tear in your vehicles, the expense of gas, right? Because you're running fewer errands, and most importantly, you're looking at the value of your own time. And I'm highlighting this because when I talk to people who are evaluating the shopping annuity, the top 2 reasons they give me for needing this is more money and more time. People are realizing that they're feeling less and less time in their day. Step 3 is where we automate some of our shopping. So during the shopping assessment, you have the opportunity to create some lists. So these are the same lists that you jot down on scrap paper right now. You can just now maintain them within your shopping annuity account. So you can drag and drop items from your assessment to your different lists or directly to your cart, and then instantly they're in your pantry. We've simplified this process by adding Express Pay and allowing you to manage multiple lists, right? Think of one for your pets, one for your kids, one for your cars. You can also create auto ships for items that you use on a regular frequency, and just be able to automate those shipments where you get a notification that they ship at the frequency that you decide. Step 4 is where we create leverage. So think about each shopping annuity like a franchise, only we exist in a digital space. So we identify other individuals who are looking to improve their financial situation, or those who are looking to diversify their investment portfolio by performing steps 1 through 4. We share our shopping assessment tool and then work together to maximize each person's return on their investment. Creating leverage means we have a forced multiplier so that we have stronger results for the people who are looking to generate an ongoing stream of income. And there are some very important shifts happening right now in our economy that have allowed people to build their annuity with 75% less people power. So I know you're seeing all of the announcements in the media right now about brick and mortar stores closing their doors. And these are well-known stores: Macy's, Sears, Toys R Us, Men's Warehouse, right? And these stores are forced to close because they can no longer generate the foot traffic and the sales that they need to remain open. Simultaneously, we're seeing the retail sales through the internet skyrocket. So in 2016, over the Black Friday holiday, there were about $6.3 billion spent through the internet. That was the record high so far. Then just 1 year later, the same holiday weekend, Black Friday 2017, we saw $13.4 billion spent through the internet and mobile devices. So in just 1 year, the record high doubled. So these numbers demonstrate the trend of where people are shopping. And now there's also a major shift in the way advertising dollars are spent. Merchants and companies are no longer investing as much money in traditional forms of advertising like paper, radio, and television ads. Instead, they're looking for digital platforms like Google and Shop.com to generate the internet traffic that they need to hit their sales goals. The shopping annuity assessment has allowed everyone to maximize their annuity by finding every dollar that you spend that is redirectable through the Shop.com site. Therefore, previously it required larger teams of households to achieve very little income, whereas today we're able to actualize the tools to see higher incomes achieved in shorter periods of time. Now, I can tell you, when my husband and I first established our Shop.com domain, it was simply to save our household some significant money. We didn't even envision that this business would grow to what it has for us today. And by repeating these 4 steps over and over again, we actually established an ongoing stream of income of $3,000 every 4-week pay cycle, exactly 52 weeks after having started our digital franchise. And that income continues to grow, having had 486% growth within our team just last year. So because of the forced multiplier, you earn a substantial income, and with only 25% of the people power. And it's our management performance compensation plan that gets you there faster with fewer people because of our tracking system and the fact that we're able to reward at 100% of the volume generated. So we're not paid on levels, we're not paid on people. Our income is created by simply repeating the 4 steps we've reviewed with you. So looking at the shopping annuity as an investment strategy really makes it important to look at the 4% rule, which is a popular investment income strategy that says as long as you withdraw no more than 4% of your initial portfolio adjusted for inflation on an annual basis during your retirement years, you shouldn't run out of money. So now take a look at what it would take to create $1,500 a month in payment to yourself at retirement following this rule. It would take about $450,000 in the bank. So I ask you, are you going to have that much money saved up by retirement? Most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck with little to no savings. So how are they ever going to get this done? And the answer is most won't, and therefore the 4% rule will never be a viable option for them. So here, Market America and Shop.com are presenting you with an opportunity to create a $1,500 a month asset very quickly. I mean, I just shared with you that my husband and I achieved twice that much within a year. So, and think about this. Think of if you even took 2 to 3 years of following our proven plan, and you could create a residual income of $187,000 a year. That's the equivalent of living off of 4% of $5 million in the bank. It's crazy. So like other investments, your shopping annuity is a willable asset and can be willed to your family and generations to come. Now, just like Google changed the way people access information through the internet and monetize that process by developing a pay-per-click model, generating billions of digital ad dollars, and just like how Facebook changed the way human beings are connecting in a digital space, the shopping annuity is now changing the economics of retailing and shopping in a digital space. So the economic synergy continues to be supported as we redirect our spending. So look, first, we have developed our digital aggregation, right? So this is how we take the information on your spending habits, we collect that through the assessment, and we match people to products and products to people. Then we have our collective buying power. And this is where we come together as consumers and we're able to force prices down and increase the margin that pays us through our management performance compensation plan. Our referral tracking system tracks and captures every single dollar that is spent by every consumer, including our entrepreneurs. And whether that's through our partner stores, through our exclusive brands, or our independent merchants. The management performance compensation plan rewards every entrepreneur with BV and IBV for all of the shopping and overall sales volume that they've collectively created, and then pays commissions based on group business volume. And then we've got something that other stores and companies are not doing. We've created a loyalty program for our consumers so that our profitable business structure also shares the economy with them and incentivizes customers to remain shopping on our site through our preferred customer program. The economic synergy is just absolutely insane, right? Ultimately, we're shopping from ourselves, saving ourselves money, and then we're earning ourselves money on top of that, and then duplicating this with other entrepreneurs and families who see the value in establishing residual income. So ultimately, the choice is yours. You can continue exchanging your money for products and trading your time for money at the job that you have, or you can get a return in your pocket every time you spend your hard-earned money and fund your shopping annuity to build a business in part-time hours that generates an ongoing stream of income to continue to provide for you and your family today and for generations to come. The best advice I can give you at this point is to reconnect with the person who directed you to this overview, or to reach out to me, Heidi Gruss, on Facebook, and we can connect you with a shopping assessment so that you can see for yourself those income projections that the report is going to give you. So thanks so much for taking the time, and I look forward to following up with you.